This tutorial will describe how you can find the transition state for a chemical reaction. We're going to do something simple here, which is use acetylene. And so we're going to choose carbon, and we're going to build acetylene and create acetylene. And then we want, that's the reactant. And for the product, what we're going to have is a rearrangement of acetylene to form a double bond with the hydrogens at the two ends, and we have to do explicit hydrogens here to get hydrogens there. Anyway, let's build these two, and we now have acetylene and the rearranged acetylene. And so one will be the reactant and one will be the product. And if we want to have a guess at the transition state, which is somewhere in between these two, we can do that. We don't have to do that, but there is a procedure in HyperChem to simplify doing that. What we do is we select molecules, select this one, and name that reactant. And then select this one and name that as product. And then if we go to setup to reaction map, and we tell it how we want to map the reactant atoms to the product atoms. In this case, it's pretty straightforward. The two carbons map and hydrogens map in a straightforward way. That given this map of which atom maps over to which other atom in the reactant, from the reactant to the product, then we can state that the transition state is halfway between, a quarter of the way, 3/4 of the way, etc. If we take it as being halfway there and click this button, we'll get HyperChem's guess at the transition state. In this case, it's a bent structure where this hydrogen is moving over from one end to the other end. Anyway, this is a guess, or a initial guess at the transition state. So now all we got to do is submit this to search for the transition state. And again, we needn't have used the procedure to guess this. We could have guessed this any way we liked. It's just an initial guess at the transition state. And we had a procedure there that possibly helped us find an initial guess for the transition state. So now, depending on which method we're doing, let's supposing we're doing PM3, and then let's look for a transition state. There's a couple of algorithms we can use here. Let's just do eigenvector following. And if we push this button, what it does is it does basically an analysis of the vibrations or the eigenvalues of the Hessian. And if we want to search, we probably want to search along one of these, and particularly we want to search along the lowest one, which we pick here, and it starts the transition state searching going. We found the transition state. It has one negative eigenvalue, which is the appropriate for a transition state. It's converged, and this is our transition state for that rearrangement of acetylene. If we were to do a regular vibrational analysis on this, and then look at the animate this low energy vibration, which is again negative, that would be the motion sort of from reactant to product over the transition state, because it's the vibration or an animation of the vibration that is that negative frequency. So that's at least one example of finding a transition state.